Sir, the question is something tricky, and I expect you to give a more insight on this. This is on marketing gimmicks, how the market is doing, because recently the venture capitalists have entered into the study abroad segment, and they are using study abroad at half a cost. So study in UK at less than 12 lakhs per year, and like a free processing. And the another way is, so is this a mistake made from a parent to save certain few pennies or a few thousands? So is it by saving certain cost, is it related to compromising of a future of a kid? So it is kind of all related to marketing. How to avoid a student and a parent.
Thank you, and congratulations, Shiva, for bringing all of us here and organizing this wonderful summit, education summit, bringing all the institutions, parents, and students at one platform. I think this question is very relevant for each one of us. So, especially when you're asking this question, because I was earlier started from industry, moved into academy, then entered into an organization called Global Economic Forum, where we travel across the world. In the last 1 year, we travel almost 15 G20 countries, and in my personal capacity, I visited almost 350 universities across the world, apart from Indian universities.
Yes.
So if you look at the kind of marketing expenditure goes by some of the top universities, we think, okay, Harvard is one of the leading university across the world. They are number one in the ranking for so many years. So they don't spend money, but it is a wrong impression. So Harvard spends almost 1.5 million. This is per quarter to market their executive programs. They have online programs, they have executive programs. The same way, if you look at the MIT, the Stanford, the moment I open my the mail box, every day at least 1 or 2 mails from Stanford about their multiple programs for senior executives, multiple programs for startups. So it's relevant to all kind of people. So when we come to the expenditure again, so I keep seeing a lot of students, because I started my college around 17 years back in Bangalore itself, after visiting so many universities, after visiting so many international universities. So what we realized is the brand makes a lot of difference where you study. So today, universities are like mushroom. So you take India itself, we have more than 1100 universities and 59,000 colleges and more than 3.5 million primary schools. So altogether we are one of the largest student population in the world, with 480 million students from primary to PhD. So when you look at the global scenario, it is also same. So today entire world, whether you talk India, whether you talk China, you talk about any country, across the world, more than 190 countries, they go to US to study, they go to UK to study. So the reason is, if you look at the top 100 universities of the world, they are all based in these two countries. One is in US, second one is in UK. So that is the reason all entire world want to come there. And if you look at the, again, going back to the previous questions, the innovation, research, all these things. When you look at a simple, funda, you go to Google, whichever university you want to study, just Google it and see what is the corpus fund of that university. For example, when I'm referring about Harvard or MIT or Stanford and all, their corpus is equivalent to the entire economy of all the Indian universities. Like we have 1100 universities, whatever we collect the fees from all different courses, the corpus of one Harvard University is equivalent to this much fees. So you can just imagine how strong they are. For example, you take one university, Oxford University, which is the oldest university in English speaking region. So this Oxford University got a history of 1,000+ years. Today, you look at the total number of Bibles sold, total number of Bhagavad Gita sold, total number of Quran sold, all equivalent to that. The Oxford dictionaries, what they sell is much bigger. So that is the kind of a reach, that is the kind of a branding these universities able to do across the world. That is the reason entire world is coming. Today, when you talk about these universities, typically the chancellors, if you look at the profile of these chancellors, they are all Nobel laureates. They are all Nobel laureates. We don't have even a single Nobel laureate heading Indian university. So that is the kind of value they create. And again, every student or every parent look at one thing, that is return on investment, ROI. So if you are spending 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs for your son or daughter studies, so what is the return you are going to get when they study in UK or when they study in Europe or when they study in US? So definitely I can say the return what Indian universities or Indian institutions give, what universities abroad they give, is almost 5 to 6 times difference. Any salary, any job you take. That is the reason today entire world want to go there. Today, just 3 years, 4 years back, the highest number of students in US universities are Chinese. Today, Indians are overtaken. Today, the highest number of students in UK universities are Indians. So, why this is happening? They realized the kind of potential, what is the value which is there.
And also thanks to COVID of Chinese.
Yeah.
So that made replacement of China to India.
Yes.
Adding